Could you pass up such a staff as this? Or have you seen the craftsmanship on this bracelet? Bye. You're done?
Why carry what you can't put down? So long.
See how finely wrought this ring is? Bye
Come
now.
again.
Hail, mighty hero. I am Zeus, king of the Olympian gods. We are eternally thankful for your aid in stopping Typhon. No one would have ever thought that a human could defeat a titan. The epic heroes would kneel before you, and perhaps they shall. The conduit between our realms was destroyed. You have proven that men are ready to become the masters of their own fates. Your mortal world is not yet safe, but the responsibility now is yours. Go, greatest of heroes. There is much left to be done.
I am blind, but I see. I see a new journey awaits. Your deeds above have created strife below. You must find your way to where all men are destined. Else all creation stands in the greatest. All creation stands and brave the sorceress of the Ixian wood. Doom!
Surprised to see roads in such a state? Much has happened all today. We have seen hard times, but we shall have... It's a hard time fighting the monsters back. When the first trade ship clears our harbor, that will be the day. It was like thunder, but the sun shone, and the whole world shook. The Kraken was killed, and the many beasts... It was early this morning. There was a great blast from far off, and the ground trembled. The Kraken reared high out of the water and moaned a terrible noise, let me tell you. Then, miracle of miracles, They say it was a mortal who slew the Titan, but I don't believe it. How could I say we should not rebuild the Colossus? It was the gods that toppled it, saving us from the Kraken. It was early this morning. It was a great... It's a hard time fighting the monsters back.
Medea came to the Ixian wood years ago. Now she is known simply as the Sorceress. Perhaps she helps many, but those who seek her also risk her wrath. Medea married again, King Aegeus this time. When he tried to leave his kingdom to his son by an earlier wife, Medea tried to poison them. That time she failed. Perhaps Medea is destined to remain alone. They say Medea was jilted by the hero Jason, leader of the Argonauts. If that is true, I do not imagine she looks kindly upon heroes. I've heard she murdered her own children, yet people entrust their daughters with her. They say Medea was jilted by the hero Jason, leader...
Orpheus, son of Morpheus, master of music and song, inspire me to tell his tearful tale. It was fair Eurydice who won his heart, and on their wedding day, as she danced in a grove with nymphs, a snake took her by the heel. It bit her mortally, and Eurydice fell ill and died. How Orpheus did grieve! He played and sang so very sadly that trees lowered their branches and lions bowed their heads. He sang, and the gods came and whispered in his ear, and so he took himself to Aornum, in Thesprotis, where between barren crags lies one of the ways into the sunless lands. And as he went, he sang, and all who heard him mourned. Orpheus sang to Charon, who wept as he steered the boat, and he sang to Cerberus, who lay his 3 snouts down and whimpered, and he sang to the lord of that place, whom we name not, and his lady, the goddess Persephone. Their hearts were moved, and they granted Orpheus's plea, with but one rule, that he could lead his beloved out of Hades, as long as he did not look back until they stood with feet firm on living soil. And so he started off. There truly none could hear his song and not be swayed. Orpheus was like unto Apollo, playing the lyre, and haunting as siren. Truly none could hear his song and not be swayed. Orpheus was like unto Apollo, playing the lyre, and haunting as sire. Truly none could hear his song.
How many nights has it been that I have not been plagued by the most horrible I awake terrified, out of breath. I won't survive the year if this keeps. It is Medea, I know it is. She cursed me thus. I gave her 3 fine lambs, but not my finest, and so she plagues my sleep. One dream began well enough. The sun-streaked Elysian fields, but that one turned red. Ah, if I could make Medea pay for its curse. Did I say that too loud? Most of all, I dreamed the dead are pouring out of the... One dream began well enough. The sun...
As soon as the road to Ixia is safe, I'm setting off to visit my Katina. She's been gone for almost a year, and I miss her every day. Oh, it is not safe yet. But did you hear? After the noise this morning, many monsters fled. I do hope the roads are safe before winter. Some look down on sending their daughters to Medea. She's dangerous, yes, but look at all she's done for us. I do not have a single rig. She is a great sorcerer. She is a great sorceress, you know, Medea is. My child.
The arcane arts are no more than remembering secrets that you once knew. To your nature be true.
I cannot get iron. The price of bronze. You're lucky I've got anything for sale. What I give for a cartload of bronze?
My son has fallen terribly ill. The healers could do nothing. We asked Medea for help, but she is cruel. She told me she would not help unless I brought her the tome of some ancient queen. How would I get such a thing? There was one of Medea's students. She wanted to help, but Medea sent her back to work. Procne, she was called. I am sure she knew something of this tome.
Word is that a great shelled monster, as big as a trireme, has come ashore at Dematria. There are only two ways into Dematria, through the cave of Orthia or by sea. I suppose there is only one way into Dematria now. They say this crab has claws sharp enough to cut through a mainmast. Imagine that. The fishermen are the first to tell you stories of the sea monsters they fought. But here one has come to their homes, and they will go nowhere near the sea. I miss the days when sea monsters were sea monsters. Did you hear about the Kraken in the harbor here? The Colossus fell on it.
You there! We could use your help! Light the beacon to tell merchant ships that the harbor is safe once again. Wonderful. Take this strapping young lad. He will carry the torch and light the beacon. There was a great sound, and the earth shook. Much was destroyed, but that cursed seaman, it is a new day. It is only a matter of time until Rhodes thrives once again. Alas, this will never happen. We have not had a merchant ship in the harbor in months, not with that kraken in the waters. But the Colossus fell on it. We must tell the passing ships that all is safe. Please, take one of my men and protect him while he lights the... We have not had a merchant ship in the harbor. If the beacon stays dark... The beacons shine. Already I see sails on the horizon. Soon the harbor will bustle with merchants, arguing, haggling, and most importantly, buying our goods. Happy days are already I see sails on the horizon.
Help us! Please help!
My sergeant sent me back to get reinforcements for our outpost. You are all I could find. Go on ahead, keeping to the left. You will hear the sounds of fighting soon enough. The fighting has been unceasing. Follow the sounds of battle and beware the monsters along the way. I avoided the worst group of monsters. Follow my trail. I cannot guarantee you will be safe, but you will at least find my comrades. My sergeant thinks he can... Waves of creatures continue to attack our outpost. Please, my sergeant thinks he can last 2, maybe 3 more attacks. Help! I avoided the worst group of monsters.
Lend us a hand!
Feel as though we have won? Think again. They come at night, mostly. Always from the same direction, from the waterfall. I think we can stop one more wave, maybe 2. The men are worn down, and every attack brings another casualty. Their leader is a great brute. At first we thought he was an ogre, but other men swore it was some sort of minotaur. I have glimpsed him through the trees, and he seems to be a bit of both. When he walks, if we are ever to restore the island to its former glory, we must hold. Hold, I say. Now that we have a great warrior with us, how can Amphitryon and Iodemachus are wounded and can no longer wield a sword? The men are tired beyond measure. These monsters are fresh troops. They die in droves, but they keep calm. Discipline on the battlefield will always beat sheer numbers. Amphitryon and Iodemicus are wounded and can no longer...
Well, well, a hero knocking at my door. You kill my sentinels, then ask for my aid. Typical hero. I should turn your blood to oil, but it amuses me to see you struggle. It was to Hades, land of the dead, that this apparition bade you go. Hades, where few of the living have ventured and even fewer have returned. No living mortal has seen me there, but the ancient Grey Sisters have. If you bring me their single eye, I will set you on the path. Beware, hero. The Grey Sisters will not willingly part with their eye, for it is the only one they have, and I have work to do and preparations to make. The heroes I have known have craved action. Once they know the object of their quest, they run off to slay and loot. Why do you dawdle? I will do nothing for you without the eye. The Grey Sisters may wait for you, but I have things to do. Be off. The Grey Sisters make their home in the swamp near here. If you need more why do you dawdle? I will do nothing for you with the Grey Sisters make their home in the swamp.
It's gone! When the mistress finds out that I lost the sigil, she will poison me slowly and set my head on the wall as an example. The sigil of the first Apocrypsis. I was out. The Formices took it. The first sigil of the Apocrypsis. It was a royal seal forged by the first of the Formicid queens. It is not just a memento. It possesses many powers. Powers I did. If she even found out I had removed the sigil from the grove, Medea would have me beaten. Please do not tell. It is only a matter of time before Medea finds the sigil is missing. She warned us that we should take care, that the Formicids would try to take it back. But I did not think. It was not very long. They must have sensed it somehow and come after it within the protection of the grove. The sigil's powers are weakened. I thought, if only I stepped into the outlands for a moment. Now they have taken it. Medea, the first sigil of the Apocrypsis. But
I arrived here when I was only 16. Within a year, the monsters came. Medea is a powerful sorceress, but it was terrifying all the same. You have heard the old stories about Our Lady. She has no love of heroes, I can tell you. But since she has built her grove, she has grown wiser. Medea is good to us. Only, you've got to learn to stay out of her way. Oh, I am grateful. I have learned much. But the truth is, I will be glad when I can go back. Medea created the Askacaphus, the tree beast, to defend our grove. Unfortunately, when they stray too far, she loses control of them. They are now one of our... One girl started seeing a soldier from the nearby outpost. When Medea found out, Medea is good to us. Only...
To tell the story of Our Lady Medea, mistress of poisons, gifted in divination, I call upon the goddess Hecate and Kore and the Nine. When first the hero Jason came to Colchis, seeking the golden fleece, then Our Lady, but a girl, first knew love. And it was she who gave him balm to protect him from the fire-breathing oxen, and she who showed him to set the men who grew from dragon's teeth, fighting amongst themselves, and she who set sleeping herbs before the dragon, who guarded the sought-after fleets. Then, with Jason she fled, and Jason she wed. But in the end, he proved untrue. He deserted her, and took as wife the Princess Glauke. He would rule the day. A gift she sent the bride, a dress both fine. Jason, you should know, was not the last of her ill fortune. Fleeing to Athens, Medea wedded King Aegeus, and the son she bore him would have then been king, had not the long-lost, meddling Theseus returned to claim his rightful reign. No, Medea has had ill fate with heroes, who can be cruel. Jason, you should know, was not the last of her ill fortune. Fleeing to Athens, Medea wedded King Aegeus, and the son she bore...
I haven't learned very much yet.
but we study many things here. Healing and poisons. We learn to command the plants and animals, and divination, and a few of the young women. I saw the lady furious at some other girls. But I'm sure they must have done something very bad. I hope she is never so mad. For the first month, every night, I would cry and wish I was home again with my family. But there is so much to do. Medea's powers are very great. Not every girl is so talented, but we all learn what we can. I shall try very hard to master. My mother will come and visit when the roads are safe. I hope. I was so scared of Medea at first. The girls tell stories, and sometimes she has her moods. But I believe if you are... I saw the lady furious at some other girls. I think I have it now. I can make a potion that will give anyone remarkable powers. All I need is a bit of Saibi mushroom, some Estivis root, and the petal of a night blossom. Bring these Saibi mushrooms, grow close to the water, but rarely in it. The night blossom would seem a beautiful plant, but when you draw near it, it will kill you as surely as a blade in the gut. Kill it quickly. Estivis root can be found on the muddy banks near razor grass. Look for patches of grass, and in between the grass, it is a simple matter to combine the 3 ingredients. A small amount of Estivis root, Saibi mushroom, and night blossom petal. It is a simple matter to combine the 3 ingredients.
You think it is easy living here with all these women? Oh, it is safe enough, long as you watch your step. And for bringing in fresh game, I am well rewarded. Got to watch myself in here, got to watch myself out there, just as the trader here, Eutropios. Watch your step, and don't make the mistake of those soldiers making eyes with the pretty ones. Medea was in quite a fury after they'd made some progress against the monsters closer to Rhodes. Out here, it's another story. There are strange monsters in the... They say the most terrible things dwell among the old ruins in the swamp. But the game I hunt won't go near those ruins. So, they say the most terrible things...
I think I may become an acolyte here. It's certainly safer here than in the swamp. Thank you again, warrior. Hopefully Herodian has learned his lesson. But I fear he plans to seek the treasure again as soon...
There once was a great city called Propontis, where now there is only a swamp. The Saconian kings ruled Propontis, and each hid a fortune in their palace. Legend says there may still be ancient treasure in one of the ruins, hidden by the mightiest Saconian king, Doris. Each of the Saconian kings built a bigger palace than the one before him. Eventually, the palaces could not be finished during the king's lifetime, and they became halls of the dead. The kings filled their dead palaces with riches and felt the need for guardians. One king summoned the Grey Ones, thought they would be worshipped as gods, but they were treated as servants. They unleashed their terrible magics against Saconis and pulled the city down around themselves. They would rather rule ruins than serve civilization. Only one king, Doris, built a palace that was not only a tribute to his wealth, but to his mind. He had his fortune hidden in a secret room. Treasure hunters still seek the fabled treasure room, but most end up feeding the creatures who live in the swamp. Treasure hunters are usually loutish buffoons who drink away the riches of whole civilization. If you do find a Saconian treasure, you should take it back to Athens to display for anyone to come see. Think of the cultural enrichment these artifacts would bring. If you do find a Saconian treasure, you should take it.
How could I forget that poor woman? All she wanted was to cure her poor child. But Medea demanded the tomb of the Lich Queen Calixenia, a task that would surely kill her. I nearly told her where, but you could do it. This is the waking stone. Take it and place it upon the Lich Queen's altar when you find it in the Saconian ruins. It will suck. The Saconian ruins lie within the Soronis swamp. The fastest way there is through the Empyrean Cave. Neira in her grief, demanded the antidote from Medea, and no one makes demands of the sorceress of the Ixian wood. But you seek Calixenia, who was once a battle mage of the Forgotten Kingdom. She built a magic... Calixenia was a great sorceress of the lost kingdom of Seconis. Alas, magic takes its toll on all who would use it, and she became a creature sustained by magic itself. The Seconian ruins lie within the Tsuronis swamp. The fastest way there is through the Empyrean cave. Neira, in her grief, demanded the antidote.
It's not easy here. Try trading goods with all these women who can turn you into a mouse.
Again, buddy.
Please, have a look.
Come again.
You have it! The sigil of the first apoctasis. I will return it to its rightful place immediately. The formicids cannot penetrate the magical auras of the grove. Thank you again. All will be well now that the sigil is back in the camp. Thank you again. All will be...
I've got plenty to sell you here. So long. A good day. Come again. The monsters scatter, and even their leaders cower before you. We will build the walls and patrol this section of the wood. Now that we are... Is it true what they say? That the great Colossus fell? We heard the blast, and the earth shook. Strange. It frightened the monsters more than mine. Is it true what they say? That the great Colossus fell? Is it true what they say?
Those who would master our arts must be fearless.
Your nature be true. Oh, the blades are quite good. What I have got left. What I did for a cartload of bronze. Please, please, come in. Come again.
Up on the beach. One of them broke off Dimitri's foot at the ankle. And now these layabouts sit here instead of hauling nets. We'd manage somehow, if it weren't for that huge one. Do you see it? I swear it is. I have faced huge sea beasts in my time, but nothing like this. Its shell is as hard as stone, and its claws. What could make a normal crab grow to this hideous size? Magic must be involved, please. My men have not caught a fish in days. The village has only so much food stored, and soon that will be. It is fierce, and it has a multitude of crablings surrounding it. One snap, please. My men have not caught a fish in days.
When the mother of all crabs surfaced, I ran up the beach. Her spawn crawled off her back and tried to eat Dimitri. We pulled him away in time, and all they... It just goes to show. You do not have to be faster than the monsters. You just have to be faster than your slowest. The men say that this would not be happening if Poseidon were still watching over the seas. Fishing is a dangerous job, but this is ridiculous. I would not blame you if you went inland, but what would I do? What would my family do? Let the men say that this would not be happening if Poseidon...
The entire village will feast on crab legs in your honor. We don't have much, but take this. I only hope those Carcinosi did not feed on our fish. Soon I will stand on my boat and feel the salt breeze in my face. The catch should be plentiful today, after so long without fishing. Thank you. The village can only hope those Carcinosi did not feed on our fish.
Thank you. I only hope those crabs have not damaged. The tide is going out, and so should we if we are expected to get the fishing done today. The tide is going out, and so should we if we are...
Thank you.